some great midday Wednesday baseball for you. We'll see the Texas Rangers as they play the St. Louis Cardinals at Busch Stadium, right here on 2K Sports.
What's up, you guys? Is it just me, or did she sound kind of sick in that video? I'm MLB 510, and this is an MLB 2K12 demo video. Now, I figured I'd post this up because I've been doing a lot of other MLB 2K11 My Player videos, and I've been talking a lot about MLB 2K12, so why not actually play MLB 2K12? Now, obviously, because it doesn't come out until, what is it, like 5 days from now? 6 days? I don't know, but it's coming up. I think it's Tuesday, I think. And I'm going to be first in line to get this game. Now, I know a lot of people are going to think and say, Living for 510, obviously, the show is a lot better. Now, why would you even bother buying your money on this crappy game? Let's go out and get a PS3, man. The show is so much better. Obviously, the show is really good. And I have nothing but great things to say about the show. But I also think that this game gets a bad rap, because so many times this game is like put right next to the show, and I think I mean, it's justifiable to do that, but the show is such a good game. Like, I've seen the trailers, I've seen the gameplays and everything like that, and because it's such a good game, it makes this game look like crap. And me personally, I don't think that this game is that bad, you guys. Yes, there's those little things that make it annoying at times, but me personally, I don't have a problem with it. Now, having said that, take this into account, okay? I am a huge baseball fan. I have baseball running through my veins all the time. I'm thinking about it. So, because, like I said, I only have an Xbox, this is the only game that I can possibly get, so I may have some type of a bias, maybe just a little bit, but like I said, I think this, I mean, if I had to grade it, I would obviously give the show an A+, and then I would give this a B+. I mean, and I think that a lot of people just give this an F or even like a D+, which is passing in some places. But like I said, I think this just gets a bad rap. Now, one thing that you guys notice, as soon as you turn this video, as soon as you play the demo, is they've changed the graphic presentation part of it. They made it a little bit more flashier. They made it more crisp. Made it be, you know, something. Again, it's just a little bell and whistle, but every little thing that they add every year makes it look newer, makes it look like it's something exciting, and I'm just a sucker for that. What can I say? The fielding hasn't changed at all. Again, you want to hit it in the green. And if you're hitting the green, it's going to be a good throw. If you're hitting the yellow, it's probably going to be a good throw. Maybe an error, though. And if you're hitting the red, there's a little tiny bit of chance that it'll be an okay throw, but most of the time it'll be an error. Now, this all depends on the person that you're fielding with, because they have different attributes associated with that. And it takes into account throwing accuracy and throwing power. So, for example, if you have someone like, and I'm sorry, this is going to sound really bad, but if you have someone like Derek Jeter, he's going to have a pretty good throwing accuracy and a pretty good arm, so it's probably going to be very easy to hit it in the green. But if you put someone like, sorry Tiger fans, Miguel Cabrera, it's going to be a little bit harder to throw it over to first base or whatever. So, just there's a kind of, and if you're a baseball fan, you know what I'm talking about. This is a kind of a scale to judge it on and how that is determined. Same as last year, basically. So, one other thing that you guys will notice when you play the demo is they have new little advertisements. Okay? Like, and this is something that maybe I'm the only one that's noticed, but it's another little bell and whistle. I know that people are like, wow, cool new advertisements. Hey, you know what? It's just something to be excited about. Now, the fielding in this game seems a lot crisper, a lot more fluid, at least with grounders. Now in the air, you guys are going to hear about that a little bit later. But you guys just saw that grounder. Before, the guy would possibly stand there for a while before he threw it, but here it was a fluid motion, so different like that. Hitting and stay at the same power swing, up, down, contact, and upswing, and defensive, left or right. Now, last year, they made hitting, a couple years ago, They made hitting seem more control. Like you had more control over it. It seemed more of a total control. Now it seems a little bit easier, a little bit more noobish, to use a word that maybe people can understand. I hope that this year they'd make it a little bit better. Maybe have one stick, you know, determine where you want the bat to go, whether it's up in the zone, down the zone, left, right, wherever it may be. And then you have another stick for power or contact or defensive swing, whatever you want. But maybe have the other swing be an actual bat location on the, like to determine where you want to put the bat in terms of the strike zone. If that makes any sense. Hopefully it does. Now, unfortunately, you guys, as it is in every game, in every sports game, you don't get any commentary in this, but they did, 2K did release a gameplay video with commentary, so you know that the guys are still back. It's still, you know, the same guys, Kruk and Phillips and Thorne. And me personally, I would have preferred Gary Thorne and Kruk stay, but I wish the Phillips would have gone, because Phillips seems like he's kind of the Ron Jaworski of the team, if that makes any sense. Any ESPN guys out there know what I'm talking about. It's a little bit different, and he kind of is like a third wheel, if that makes any sense. They've changed the running. That's another thing you guys notice. If you guys want to go back and look at that clip that I just showed you guys, it looks like Forrest Gump is playing this game. Is it just me? That's not. No one really runs. I personally have never seen anyone run like that. And I don't know if anyone else has. And if you have, then maybe you live in Alabama. No offense. And you're in the Forrest Gump movie, because it just seemed awkward and weird. Now here, my guys get stuck at first and second, and I can't send anyone back. And I'm trying to switch over to the guy who's stuck over there, the #1 guy. I can't do it. Hopefully they change that, because the computer actually made them run, like assuming that it was a home run, and then I had to take control over them and bring them back. So I hope that gets changed a little bit. No, a lot actually in the real one. But again, hey, you know what? It's a demo, so you can't really be too critical of it. They get their first hit here, and this will actually let me show you guys a new feature that they've added in the pitching, which is hit trends, as it pops up right there, hits trends. So basically what this is it shows you where your pitches are, where they've hit, gotten hits off of. Now, as you guys see, that it's been off fastballs. I actually like this, because with the whole addition of, if they say that they made the computer now like evolve and react to how you pitch, and if you start pitching up in the zone a lot, then they're gonna look for balls up in the zone. As I get my first double play of the year, baby, beautiful, be a beautiful play. Bonus if anyone can tell me where that's from. So, like I said, oh my gosh, I forgot what I'm saying. I'm just so excited over this game. Hitting, yes, those hit trends, hit trends. So with them with the computer adjusting every little thing and making, and like I said, if you pitch in the top of the strike zone a lot, then the computer's gonna adjust to that. Every little thing that we can use to make that seem a little bit more realistic, or a little scouting stuff, and be like, oh, okay, well, you know, I'm throwing a fastball and they're getting hits off it. They're even gonna throw a curveball next time, and then making the computer program itself again and adjust again is something that us gamers actually really like to do. Because at the end of the day, we just want a game that's the most realistic it can be, and like actually feel like we're actually in the middle of a game. All right. Now, another thing you guys notice is when you guys are pitching the pitches, the analog, you obviously still control the analog stick, but as you guys saw, and you guys can go back and pause it, the pitch I just pitched, a little thing pops up and it says whether it was a single or whatever it was. It was a double. So again, it's another way to let you know, last time you pitched this, it was a hit, or it was whatever. And so you may not want to pitch this right away. You may want to take a little bit of time. Again, another thing they added is the pitchers have like a kind of heat meter, it seems like. If you use the fastball a lot, then the fastball will start to decrease in its overall rating. depending on how it's being used, which is cool. But me being someone who loves using the fastball up high in the zone a lot to get batters to chase is going to be a little bit weird. Now I actually had this problem last year, and I want you guys to let me know. And if you guys don't know, me personally, I definitely like talking with you guys. And if you guys have played this game, let me know what your opinions are. But me, this is something that happened last year, and it happened again this year. As they unfortunately will tie it up in the third, which is equivalent to the ninth because it's a demo. They kept the win probability thing, which I really like. Is when you throw a curveball, I always get like bad gesture a lot. Sometimes I can get the right gesture, and it seems like I'm pitching it correctly, but it doesn't seem to work all the time. I want you guys to let me know if that happens to you guys at all, or maybe it's just my motion or whatever, but it seems like it's not totally functioning right. It could be my controller, but I've used multiple controllers and I'm not sure what's going on. Another thing that they've added is these little black zones in the when you're hitting. I'm not sure what that is because it's not like a hot and cold zone because I already have that. It wouldn't be like this is where you're supposed to, this is where the guy hits the ball really well because that's where that thing is out of the zone. And I do a little hit and run and I get the guy third. So we could if we get a home with 2 outs and we can win this. As Matt Holliday is coming up to the plate, the big bat now with our Pujols out, but he strikes out. So like I said, those little black things in the batters. Well, when you're batting in the batter's zone areas, I'm not sure what those are. The only thing that I could think of is that those are where you swung at pitches and got out or got a hit. I'm not exactly sure. And like I said, if any of you guys know, or if any of you guys have any ideas, let me know because I am really curious about that. Obviously, I could just post it up and write in some kind of forum and try to figure it out. But, you know, at the end of the day, this is a YouTube community, right? So let me know what it is. Alright, so we get 1 out, and then we get hit deep. Now, the only reason that I included this in here was because I want to show you guys the home run trot. This home run trot is so cool, so authentic. It was like, oh, okay, 2K, you got that down. Because before, you would hit a home run, and then you would see him, like, run in a weird motion, and then like stop at first, and then he'd go again. And if you guys are baseball fans and you guys have played this game before, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. The home run trots looked really bad and really badly done. So luckily, that home run trot looked pretty defined. Here, another little bell and whistle is the first pitches. It shows you where you pitched your first pitch a lot during the game. Again, so that you can change it up and make the computer adjust itself. Not that way, but something that will help you out. And I'm going to be using that a lot because when I start up the franchise mode in MLB 2K12, the actual game, I'm going to be playing on one of the hardest levels, so that is going to come in handy really well. So we are able to get the last out, and now it's up to us to get 1 run and send this to another set of extra innings. Now it's all up to St. Louis, and I hit one high, and I hit one not very deep, and this is going to be caught for the first out. One thing that I actually want to mention here is last year I personally noticed that the surrounding areas around the stadium looked really choppy. I saw like a flag that maybe they made look, they wanted the flag to look like it was flying in the wind, but it seemed to be crooked at some point, and there were buildings mixed up with each other, and there was this train in one stadium that kept going around and around in circles. So hopefully, and if it has any relation to Busch Stadium, it's going to be pretty nice. It definitely worked hard on the surrounding things to make it look like the actual surrounding areas. And that's something, like I said, us as gamers and as baseball fans want that to be the most authentic that it can be. The percentage of pitches that the pitchers have pitched, does that make sense? Hopefully it does. That's another animation that they added. Now, I don't know why they would add that, because you could just find that by pressing up on the D-pad. Now, unless they took that up on the D-pad out, which they did in the demo, so I'm not sure. But again, it's just a demo, so I'm not sure like if that's going to be permanent in the real game. So I'm not going to jump on any type of horse. Unfortunately, you guys, we are not able to get the win. We lose the first video, but like I said, I just wanted to put one up, let you guys see, let my subscribers see what the first glimpse, the first impression of MLB 2K12. If you guys win $1 million, can you guys send me like $600 maybe as some type of living prize? That would be so cool. Or maybe I could do that. I wanted to include this clip because this is actually from another game that I played, but it's a diving play. I had no control over this. The computer had total control over this. I didn't even move Matt Holliday in that position. I didn't make him dive. So I sincerely hope that this isn't in the real game, because I want total control over my fielders. And it's just, again, it's just another little thing. And it seemed like that last year too. And a clip that's coming up here, I'm going to go into that as well. Here, a bullet by Molina, or they just made stealing a lot harder in this game. Beltre is out. Now, I actually hold the ball for a long time, and as you guys see, he's running like Forrest Gump. But we are able to throw him out. Now, Beltre doesn't have the best speed, but he should have gotten there safe. Here, another game that I play, that wall climb thing comes up. Now, I definitely want to see. I hope that that's not in the real game, because again, it's not total control. It's like, here you go. If you press this wall climb, then guess what? You'll be able to get it out. And actually, now I think about it, that may actually help me when I'm a center fielder for the Mets. Yes, I still remember that is what the My Player Series is going to be. That's what my subscribers voted for. I'm excited. So it's going to be a fun season. But that's it, you guys. Definitely hit a like if you liked it. If you're new, subscribe. As soon as the actual game comes out, there's going to be a ton of videos going up. So look out for that. Till next time, 510, I'm outie.